Hello, everyone. There is some breaking news. I saw this last night in the chat someone mentioned, and I saw later on in another different live stream, two times, that an incident happened in Vancouver. So there was this attack of some sort where a vehicle plowed through some people, or I should say quite a few people in Vancouver at a Filipino cultural event. And I'll give some information about this. So throughout the night, different updates came out about it, and police confirm at least 9 deleted in this incident, unfortunately. So this is the statement from them. We have this important update. In a short statement on social media, they said, quote, "As of now, we can confirm 9 people have been deleted after a man drove through a crowd of people last night at Lapu Lapu Festival. Our thoughts are with the people affected by this incident." And another source says, a summary about this: a car hit revelers at a street festival celebrating Filipino culture in Vancouver, Canada. Police say at least 9 people have been confirmed deleted. A 30-year-old Vancouver man was arrested at the scene, with police expressing confidence that the incident was not an act of terrorism. And I would like to see, as time goes on, what the motives of this was. Witness described hearing a car revving its engine before plowing into the crowd. These witnesses said this, and the witnesses said, "We saw people on the road crying, others were like running, shouting, or even screaming, asking for help," one said. Political leaders have expressed shock at the incident, which took place 2 days before the Canadians head to the polls. And I think that is absolutely horrid what happened. And so I think this is very horrid and tragic, and condolences for the losses in this incident. And for more context, the event on Saturday was intended to celebrate the culture and diversity marking the Lapu Lapu Day, an annual festival organized by British Columbia's Filipino community in commemorating an indigenous leader who fought against Spanish colonialism. Food trucks lined the streets as performers broke out in traditional Filipino dance in the spring sunshine, yet the family-friendly event ended in horror. One witness described it as like a war zone. No motive has been given, although police have said they are confident it was not an act of terrorism, as I said before with the other source. Canadian officials are investigating whether mental health issues may have factored into the incident. A law enforcement source briefed on the investigation they told CNN, quote, "At approximately 8:14 on April 26, a man drove into a large crowd of people attending the Lapu Lapu Day Festival near East 23rd Avenue Fraser Street. A 30-year-old suspect, Vancouver man, was arrested at the scene," police statement said. The suspect was known to police in certain circumstances. Vancouver Police Intern Chief Steve Rye told reporters in a press briefing on Sunday. He declined to give further details, including whether he had criminal record. However, Rye said the suspect was thought to have operated alone, confirming there was one suspect in a vehicle. Rye would not give an exact number of victims at this time of this was written, but now they're saying it's 9 because the person says it would be unfair to give more of these figures as families are still being informed. So the new update is that there is exactly 9 people at the time of this recording, which is 6:26 a.m. on the 27th. So eyewitnesses who attended the street described the scene of chaos. Quote, "It's something you don't expect to see in your lifetime," Chris says, a Toronto-based journalist, told Canadian public broadcaster CBC. "The driver just slammed the pedal down, rammed into hundreds of people. It was like seeing a bowling ball hit all the bowling pins and all the pins flying in the air. And I would be very scared to see that. And as this case progresses, we will see what comes out about this, if there was any nefarious motives behind this, or I should say, what nefarious motives were behind this tragedy, because nothing good was behind this. So, comment below what you think about this, and have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.